Welcome to Actions, Not Words, Our Voices, Our Paths. At Rosemont College, we are blessed with a mission and values rooted in the life and teachings of Cornelia Conley and exemplified by the Society of the Holy Child Jesus. Our Centennial project team was honored to talk with 9 alumni about how their experience as part of Rosemont's joyful learning community supported them in finding their voice and shaped their chosen path in life. Please join me in listening to our conversation with Winifred Wolfe, class of 2012.
My name is Winifred Wolfe, but everyone calls me Winnie. Technically, I graduated in December of 2011 because I graduated a semester early, but I walked with the 2012 class. So I went to medical school and then trained in psychiatric medicine at University of Virginia Medical Center in Charlottesville, Virginia. And now I'm finishing up my training in child and adolescent psychiatry at Thomas Jefferson University Hospital in Philadelphia. One of the things that I feel like Rosemont likes to highlight is, we were able to learn from each other. And I think that kind of environment, that positive and collaborative environment, made the learning space just like a positive experience. And I feel like it fostered this culture of curiosity, and having that close-knit community, I think, it offered more support, I would say, because we were there kind of for each other, teaching each other, instead of, feeling isolated and not sure what we were doing. So I think having that support and having the collaboration with other students and faculty just promoted more curiosity and enjoyment of the subjects that we were learning, because we felt like, we were being supported and were able to help each other out. I did work with children a lot because I worked in college. I worked in a daycare on the main line. And so I think I enjoyed working with children in college and had that experience. And as I kind of started training, I realized that population kind of fit with my personality and with my interests. So I feel like that interest developed as early as college and even maybe late high school, which was kind of part of, it was a part of my learning experience at Rosemont that I didn't realize I had, that was happening, basically. It wasn't part of my standard curriculum, obviously, but it was something that I learned about myself in college and realized it was, I wanted to help out children in my professional life as well. I think that value is sort of part of the practice of medicine in general. So, I think it was something that, was part of the mission at Rosemont, but it's honestly something, if you're taking, your profession seriously in medicine, you kind of have to do with every single person that you see and you treat, because people come from different cultural backgrounds, from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and curiosity for who people are and what they value is kind of really it's necessary because in order to figure out how to help them, because their version of help, depending on what their background is, might be different from your own background. So I think keeping that in mind and being aware of that is really important. So I was at Rosemont at a time where we were all women's and then transitioned to co-ed. So half of my experience was women's, half was co-ed. So, I remember we had a lot of people from different faiths who pursued an all women's degree at that time because of their Muslim faith. And that was really important to them. And I definitely saw that welcomed in the community. Even though, obviously Rosemont is traditionally, Catholic, Christian. So I think I definitely, saw how the faculty and other students kind of welcomed all backgrounds and all belief systems. By my second year, as I learned more about the school and the mission, I started to realize that this was a place that I needed to be and that I belonged. I don't know if there was one moment though. I mean, I don't know if there was like this specific moment, but I think the more I learned about it, I started having a lot more pride in my school. And honestly, I just excitement to share that with other people. I really appreciated my education at Rosemont. I felt that the biology department was extremely strong and is extremely strong. The courses absolutely prepared me, as they were at that time, prepared me for a lot of my classes in medical school. My foundation was so strong, my classmates in medical school would come to me and ask for help, in immunology specifically, I remember, and some other subjects as well. So I think that I really appreciate it. Just, it's like we got such a solid, strong foundation. I think just in general, the rigor and also the excellence in teaching really prepared me well for medical school career. I think this idea of like joy in learning, as we talked about, is really important, and not just having a career, but living a life that's valuable to you. And one of the things that I found was working with children was just fun and exciting, and being at Rosemont and like understanding how important that is to not just fulfill, pursue a career, but fulfill a life that's valuable and enjoyable and motivates you to be curious about the world is important. And for me at that time, working with children, I found was that for me. I think because Rosemont has a value of like, not, the values are not just in education, but in this kind of multi-dimensional development of a person, you have more opportunity to pursue those interests. So, pedal tones, that was something that I don't know that is necessarily an opportunity in every campus. And the fact that faculty and students come together is just, it was wonderful. I mean, it was one of my favorite experiences at Rosemont was joining pedal tones. I would say it's irreplaceable having that experience. So